In the beginning of the drama, we are shown our female lead Joo-hee, who is a very pretty and smart girl. After completing graduation, she even opened a restaurant with her own name where there is always a lot of rush. A boy had brought his friend here, but she was not looking in the mind to stand in such a long line at all. But this boy was looking very excited to go inside and was even telling a secret to the other customers standing near him that the owner here is not only a good chef, but also a well-known fortune teller. Reading tarot cards is just a left-hand game for her. Meanwhile, just like them other girls, also get their turns very quickly. In college life too, he used to be like a goddess, and everyday boys kept flirting with her. Finally, she even got a handsome boyfriend. What happened to Joo-hee's boyfriend, we will get to know that in the next story. On the other hand, she is famous not only for her beauty, but also for cooking. This boy had come to Joo-hee to take advice about his love life. Just like him, many more people are also sitting there. Every day, Joo-hee chooses only one customer. After quickly closing the restaurant, she takes the newly arrived girl Ning with her. At this time, Missa, her friend, was also present there. She had come to Joo-hee to know about her boyfriend. After that, Joo-hee tells her to select a tarot card. Outside the restaurant, we are also shown our male lead Woo-bin, who is looking completely dumb. His eyes even fall on that boy who was waiting for his turn since morning, but now Joo-hee had taken only the girls inside. He was not going to leave like this, but then his friend forcefully takes him away from there, saying that they will come some other day. After that, seeing the whole scene, Woo-bin directly reaches his home. Now we get to know that he is actually Joo-hee's neighbor and has just shifted here. The wall of their apartments was the same. From Joo-hee's side, he was hearing very loud voices. He gets shocked, thinking what is even happening on the other side of the wall. As soon as Ning gets to know through the cards that her boyfriend is cheating on her, the poor girl becomes very emotional here. Even then, she was not going to give up on her boyfriend Seon. When Joo-hee hears about this, she feels very bad that a person like him should not even have his face seen, and wherever someone meets him, they should ruin him there only, and you still want to meet and talk to him again, as if everything will get solved. Listening to the voices coming from their side, Woo-bin gets very irritated. He could not even tell them to stay quiet, and even if he said it, they were not going to listen. So he quietly puts earbuds in his ears and gets busy in his work. In the next scene, an alarm ringing makes Woo-bin wake up, but that was not his alarm. Instead, it was his neighbor Joo-hee's alarm. Meanwhile, he gets busy getting ready for office. By the way, our hero is very hot and handsome. He is the CEO of a very big company. Becoming this successful at such a young age was a very big achievement of his life. On the other hand, our heroine had also woken up now. The way our hero looked energetic while getting ready, she was completely opposite of him. After that, we are shown Woo-bin in his company. His assistant was telling him some details and was also saying that for the shooting of our product, I have prepared a list of 5 models, and the final decision is yours whom you want to select. He was looking for a very cute, beautiful, and sexy girl because only that kind of girl would be perfect for them. At the same time, we are also shown Joo-hee, who had arrived outside his company. Maybe she had come here to see the boyfriend of that girl from last night, because yesterday only she got to know that he works in this same company. Then in a flashback, we are shown that the girl had even shown his photo to her, and here she starts doubting Ning's friend Missa, thinking that maybe she is trying to hide something. After that, she tells her to choose a tarot card, and she does that too. Now when Joo-hee tells her that your tarot card did not come right, which means you are two-faced. From outside, you try to act innocent, but what is going on inside your mind, only you know that better. Hearing all this, Missu's face becomes worth watching, and suddenly she even starts getting calls from Ning's boyfriend. Now Joo-hee's doubt increases even more, and that is why she came outside this company to talk to her boyfriend. Meanwhile, here she introduces herself as a novel writer and says that I used to work in WBC company too. Seeing her, our hero starts smiling. For the model he wanted for himself, this girl was looking absolutely perfect. He even gets lost in her beauty and directly starts asking for her number. She gets surprised, but then agrees to give him her number. Next day, we are shown Woo-bin in the office. He was thinking whether I should message that girl or not, but even after thinking a lot, he could not do anything. Just then he sees one of his employees talking to his girlfriend. Watching all this, his assistant asks him that till when will you keep wasting this handsome face of yours? By now you should have made a girlfriend for yourself. Then Woo-bin says that it is not like I cannot make a girlfriend, rather I just do not want to make one. Right now I did not want to come into a relationship at all. Anyway, in the next scene we are again shown him in that dumb looking shape. Well, why he keeps this kind of look, we will get to know about that later. At night, as soon as Ning follows her boyfriend together with Joo-hee, and then she finds out that he was really cheating on her, and he was dating not some other girl, but her own friend Missu. Watching all this, the poor girl becomes very emotional, and along with this Ju, he also remembers her flashback that how one day, while she was going somewhere, she had seen that her boyfriend was also trying to cheat on her. Seeing all this, she does not feel good and immediately comes there to fight with him. She even removes her shoe and hits that guy with it. He just runs away from there like a coward. She never expected that even her friend would do something like this with her, so the girl leaves from there feeling very sad. Meanwhile, outside, we are also shown our hero. Today, for the first time, he had seen that the owner of this restaurant is none other than Juhi. He starts saying to her that, wow, so you're a novel writer too, and you also do a side business, that is a good thing. Now he had recognized her, but Juhi gets surprised thinking, how does he know me? She is not able to recognize him at all because he is the same CEO whom she met today. Then suddenly she notices that he has a lot of girls' undergarment stuff with him, and it even flies in the air. Watching all this, she starts thinking that he is some kind of pervert. He even says to her, will you help me in carrying this stuff with me? She says no and directly goes inside her house and keeps thinking in shock, what kind of man was he? Then she even starts imagining whether he tries this stuff himself at home, and along with this she gives a loud scream. At night once again, she remembers her past story, that how her boyfriend betrayed her. Because of that, she drinks a lot and even sings songs. Hearing all this, our hero gets very troubled thinking, how will I make this girl quiet now? He thinks that maybe she will become quiet after some time, but that does not happen, and once again he puts earbuds in his ears. Next day, the poor guy could not even wake up fresh. Now his condition had become very bad. After seeing him, he even does hello hi with him. She was thinking that maybe someone new has shifted in the house nearby because earlier nobody used to live there. After some time in the restaurant, she gets a message from Ning that today, I am going to meet my boyfriend and my own friend, will you come with me? Along with this, she again gets lost in her old memories that how she also had a friend once. Whenever all the boys' eyes used to stay on Juhi, this girl used to get very jealous, and along with this Ju, he also had a handsome boyfriend. Both of them were living a very happy life, but all this was not getting tolerated by that girl at all. From outside, she used to talk very sweetly like, I am your very good friend, but in reality, she was nothing like that. One day, anyway, her boyfriend came and told her that, sorry, now we should break up. My mother had gone to a fortune teller, and she told her that if I keep dating you, then after that I will die. That is why I want both of us to break up. Saying all this, he breaks the poor girl's heart and leaves from there. In the next scene, we are shown Ning, who had reached her ex-boyfriend, and says that I never thought you would do something like this with me, and even together with my best friend. Watching all this and seeing her getting emotional, her boyfriend Sian does not like it and says, wait a minute, this thing that you keep crying all the time, I seriously cannot tolerate all this, that is why we were not telling you anything. Before he could say even worse things to her, suddenly he makes her entry there. Before hitting him, she throws something straight on his face after eating it, and then angrily leaves from there, saying that from now on you. After that, she says to both of them that from now on, do not even show me your faces. In the next scene now, we are shown Woo Bin, who had come to her restaurant today to eat food. After ordering fish and other things, he sits there to do work. At this time, he was looking quite sober. She gets surprised thinking that he does not really look like a pervert. Suddenly hear her friend and her ex-boyfriend make an entry. Seeing them, she gets completely shocked. Wooju had purposely come here to make her jealous so that she also gets to know that she could not achieve anything in life, and even her boyfriend is with me now. Now her ex-boyfriend gets surprised and says, wow, I always thought that you would definitely do something different. I never believed that you would become the owner of a restaurant and run it so well. He still even knew about her likes and dislikes. Watching all this, Wooju leaves from there feeling very angry because her own move had turned against her. Meanwhile, whatever had just happened here, Woo Bin was watching all of it, and he gets to know that, oh, so this means he was her ex-boyfriend, and then he cheated on her. Even then, he does not say anything to her and takes his order and leaves from there. Along with this, she again gets lost in the memories of her past, that how that day when she saw that he was with her best friend, and even her best friend had seen Juhi too, and purposely in front of her she kissed her boyfriend. The poor girl becomes very emotional that, okay, I agree that I was pretty too, but at least he should not have left me like this, and this was the reason why he came and broke up with me and lied to me that actually my mother wants that both of us should not stay together, because if I stay with you then I will die. Meanwhile, while she was getting emotional, one boy was also watching her. Anyway, now everyone there gets very worried, thinking what has happened to this girl and why is she crying so loudly. Along with this, the flashback ends. Next we are shown Ming, who is asking Woo Bin, so did you contact that girl whose number you took? He says that no, I could not do it. After some time we are shown Ju, who is busy working while wearing glasses and a cap together. These two things were given to her by a boy in the bus that day. At that time, she could not see his face because she was very emotional, and in the same way, she could not even find the person who saved her from embarrassment in front of everyone. Meanwhile, as he was cycling, assistant Ming was following behind him and even says that, by the way, one girl dumped me, so will you come with me for drinks today? He even makes very cute faces, but Woo Bin ignores him and leaves from there saying that I do not have any time. In the restaurant, we are again shown her friend Wooju, who had come to give her wedding invitation card. She says that if you are inviting me from your heart, then I will definitely come, but if you have just come to invite me for show off, then that cannot happen. Right there, our hero also makes an entry who had come to eat food. Wooju starts criticizing her a lot and says, yes, by the way, till now I think you are still single and you do not have any boyfriend. How could you get when you are just like this? Anyway, she says many unnecessary things to the poor girl. Watching all this, Woo Bin does not feel good and he starts pretending to be her boyfriend. As he keeps acting, she also joins him in it. Wooju asks them many questions whose opposite answers they give, but somehow they still manage to cover everything. Just then, while following Woo Bin, Ming also comes there, and after seeing a girl standing beside him, he gets shocked, thinking, boss, what are you saying that she is your girlfriend? Woo Bin tries to explain to him through signals that here we are just acting, but he understands nothing. He directly goes to Joo Hee and starts introducing himself that I am Woo Bin's assistant, and he is the president of a very big company. Well, before Ming could say anything more, Woo Bin takes him away from there. She just keeps saying goodbye to them. On the other hand, she had not taken the invitation card, so Wooju forcefully puts it inside her pocket and leaves from there saying goodbye. After coming outside, Ming had completely eaten his head, saying, was your girlfriend really real? And why did you never tell me about this? Anyway, leave it, and by the way, how did both of you meet? So this is why you used to come to meet her, and you keep telling me that you stay busy. Leaving all these things aside, why do not you, sister-in-law, and all three of us go for drinks together, please agree? But Woo Bin ignores all his talks and leaves from there. As soon as Woo Bin was going towards his house, suddenly his eyes fall on Joo Hee, who was busy in her work while wearing sunglasses. Now he remembers that the girl who was crying in the bus that day was the same girl to whom I gave the cap and glasses. I never even thought that girl would turn out to be Joo Hee. At that time, she was crying so much. At that time, she had kept her face down, so he could not even see her face properly. He had thought that maybe that girl would throw away the glasses and even his cap too, but no, that was just his misunderstanding. Meanwhile, he still keeps looking shocked. Anyway, along with this, he reaches home and even looks surprised, thinking that girl kept these things safely for 7 years. Wow. Along with this, his heartbeat also becomes very fast because maybe this was just the beginning of love. Whenever he thinks about Joo Hee, his heartbeat becomes very fast. Now in the office again, the assistant starts investigating him that surely something is going on between you and that girl. For so many years, you kept telling me that you have never come into any relationship, and behind my back you kept dating that girl and did not even tell me. I was your good friend, right? Woo Bin tries to explain to him that it is nothing like what you are thinking. I had just helped that girl at night like social service and nothing more than that. He says, liar, you are lying to me. You were never an expert in lying, especially not in front of me. Whenever you lie, your lips start shaking like this, and even your eyes start moving here and there. Fine, do not tell me, but I will definitely find out who that girl really is to you. After that, he again starts following him while staring at him with weird looks. Woo Bin gets surprised, thinking, why are you doing this to me? He says, you are thinking like I am following you, but there is nothing like that, and then ignoring him, he leaves from there. In the next scene, he directly comes to Joo Hee's restaurant and says that I have come to become your customer. She gets surprised and asks, your boss did not come. He says, no, today only I will drink with you, and he even makes a drink for her. She also starts drinking a lot with him, and both of them get completely drunk. After that, they directly start having fun too. Now, as soon as she wears those glasses, the assistant's face completely changes after seeing all this. He gets shocked and says, wait, these are the same glasses which only my boss used to have. Then how did this girl get them? He was saying that nothing is between us, but no, now I am fully sure that these two are definitely in a relationship with each other. As soon as she sees that he is staring at her glasses, she immediately makes him wear them. Actually, he wanted to go inside the restaurant too, but then from outside, only he leaves from there. Meanwhile, Joo Hee even tells the assistant that she reads tarot cards. He still looks confused, thinking, should I ask her, how did you get these glasses? Anyway, he still does not ask. He tries to question her, but Joo Hee is not understanding anything because both of them were sitting there completely drunk. On the other hand, now he gets a little worried, thinking, why no voices are coming from Joo Hee's house today? Is she okay or not? He tries listening carefully, but still there was complete silence there. He even starts looking a little worried about her. Suddenly, he gets a call from Assistant Ming who had called him to the restaurant. Now here Ju-hee was introducing him and saying that from today both of us are brother and sister, understood, and by the way, I also got to know that he used to study in the university near mine, which means we must have met often, but I do not remember anything. Anyway, in university life, I used to be a goddess. After hearing all this, Woo Bin says that means then both of us must have met too, because I also used to study in your university. She gets surprised and says, really, then you must know me because in those days I used to be very pretty. He says, actually I do not remember, but yes, we definitely met once. At that time you were crying a lot, and I was the one who gave you those glasses which you are wearing right now. She gets shocked and says, where did my glasses go? Anyway, then he puts them on her face, and as soon as she gets to know that nobody else but this same boy had given them to her at that time, she looks very surprised. After some time her intoxication also goes away. Both of them again get busy talking. Anyway, by this time Ming had already left from there. She gets surprised and tells him that at that time I had become very emotional. She tells him that I was always searching for that boy who gave me those glasses and cap. Because of him only I was saved from embarrassment. I was very thankful to him and wanted to meet him once and say thank you, but I never believed that one day we would meet like this, and that boy would be you. After that she puts those glasses on her eyes, and along with this we are also shown in the flashback how at that time she searched for that boy a lot, but by then he had already left from there. Anyway, finally they met. Then he removes the glasses from her eyes and says that from now on wear these only in daytime, not at night, and anyway, I do not want you to ever cry again. Meanwhile, a very good friendship had already happened between both of them. She was looking very happy with him. She had never talked this much with anyone the way she was talking with Woo Bin. Next day, after seeing this dumb-looking guy in a proper suit boot, she gets completely shocked and says, who are you? Are you the brother or twin brother of that Woo Bin from last night? She could not understand how the guy who was wearing a tracksuit yesterday could look so luxurious today. He tries to explain to her that I myself am Woo Bin, but suddenly the assistant calls him because of an emergency, so he could not tell her anything more, and then saying goodbye he leaves from there. After coming to the office, he keeps smiling a lot thinking, wait, how could that girl herself imagine that I even have a twin brother? He keeps smiling while thinking about her, and also thinks that she is very pretty, and at night she herself admitted too that in university life she used to be very beautiful. Now the assistant's doubt increases even more, thinking what happened to boss, because earlier he never used to smile. Surely something is definitely wrong here. In the next scene, we are shown some of Ju-hee's colleagues in the restaurant. Earlier, when she used to work in WC Company, these people also used to work there with her. Even here, they do not stop themselves from pointing fingers at her. Especially one Mrs. Park used to feel very jealous of her even before too, that how did she become so pretty and so successful. Here they had come to invite her to one of their shows, which was for non-celebrities, and they tell her that you can come too, but she clearly refuses. Along with this, we are shown a flashback that when she used to be a novel writer, one senior had brought her with him. A group used to come there who was probably a very famous boy band. Woojin especially was a boy who often used to do shows with our cute heroine. His show was very famous, and even here that senior uses her to tell them, why do not you all come to my show too? Then all of them agree because of her and say, okay, if Ju-hee is saying it, then we will definitely come to your show. That poor senior's only purpose was that they should agree because of her, and really they agree. Everyone always used to use this poor girl like this only. Meanwhile, when Mrs. Park sees all this, her jealousy becomes even worse, that why do all people always give importance to her only? The poor girl had brought coffee for all of them, and Mrs. Park points at her and says it is very cold, and if you get time from other people, then do this work properly too. The poor girl feels very bad that I always do work for them from my heart, but no, these people will never be thankful to me. So back to the present, she still does not stop taunting her, making her sit beside them. Even the producer says, can you come to our show? We only came here to talk about this with you, but she clearly refuses. Hearing all this, Mrs. Park gets very angry and says you are still just as selfish as before. During this, she even hurts her own partner too. Just then Woo Bin also makes an entry there. Seeing the whole scene, he gets completely surprised. Anyway, then excusing himself, he leaves from there. Meanwhile, Mrs. Park had recognized him that he is the CEO of Fila Company, and he came here in such casual clothes, which surely means just like old times many boys used to be in relationships with Ju-hee, so definitely something must also be going on between them. I will definitely find out about this too. Instead of taking food, he takes many drinks and was about to leave from there like that. These people also say goodbye to her and tell her that we will definitely come to meet you again. After that, she again gets lost in her past memories that how in one meeting she had heard these people talking about her character that sometimes he has a relationship with the producer, and then look, that boy from the boy band Woo Jin, she is roaming around with him too. Meaning she is characterless and is trying to take unfair advantage of her beauty. Hearing all this, the poor girl felt very hurt. Anyway, later we will get to know why she left that job. Suddenly her eyes fall on Woo Bin, who at this time, instead of taking food, was taking drinks only. Now today she herself thinks of delivering food to him. As soon as she reaches his house once again after seeing all the girls' stuff there, she gets completely shocked, thinking, what exactly does this boy do? Just then, after taking a bath, he comes out while only wrapping a towel around his body. Seeing her standing in front of him, he gets completely shocked and says, what are you doing here? After that, he tells her that you do not need to misunderstand me. I actually belong to an undergarments company. That is why all this stuff always stays with me, because these are our company's product. Now she finally understands, and he even shows her his business card too. She was apologizing to him that I should not have thought like that, and once again she gets lost in her wild imagination. Whatever she was imagining, we could clearly understand it. Anyway, then she gives him the food which she had brought for him. He also starts thanking her because till today, nobody had taken care of him as much as he was doing. On the other hand, if we look at Mrs. Park, she was telling one producer working with her that I am sure if we invite the CEO to our show, then he will definitely come together with Joo-hee and our show will become a complete hit. I myself will handle the rest of the work. I will go and talk to them. I am sure they will definitely come according to what we say. Meanwhile, here the assistant once again gets surprised seeing his boss smiling and says, I feel like very soon he will drop a bomb on my head with the news that I am getting married to Joo-hee. Now while they were sitting there only, then he gets a message which was from Mrs. Park saying that we want to do a show, so would you like to come there? He directly refuses, and seeing him worried, even the assistant gets surprised and asks, what happened to you? Just then a waitress comes and tells him that the lady sitting there was only waiting for your arrival and wants to meet you. He angrily starts going there. At the same time, the funny way assistant Ming was flattering them, seeing that the waitress starts laughing. Suddenly, he calls Joo-hee and says that Mrs. Park, who is probably a novel writer in your company WS, has come here to meet the CEO, and she is also saying that you also want to go to their show, and she is even inviting him to, meaning she is using your name. Meanwhile, Mrs. Park keeps praising Joo-hee and says one thing must be accepted, that Joo-hee's taste is very good. Even the boyfriends she had before were very handsome, and one of them was Woo Jin too, and now just look at yourself, you are also a CEO and so handsome too. Hearing all this, he does not feel good and says there is nothing between me and Joo-hee like you are thinking, and what you are saying that I should come to your show, that will never happen, and yes, this must be your misunderstanding. Also, the way you think about Joo-hee, that she comes into relationships just by looking at people's faces, there is nothing like that. Next time think something good about her, understood? After saying many things to her, he leaves from there. After that, this madam directly comes to Joo-hee and says, now you only tell me honestly, what relationship do you have with that CEO? I know that definitely something is there, so now tell me the truth. She says there is nothing like what you are thinking. He is just my neighbor. Apart from this, there is no relationship between us. But she was not ready to believe it at all and says, I will never believe. Anyway, once again, she starts inviting her that come to our show and bring that CEO too. I only want your good, and in this way you will also get publicity. But she clearly refuses and says it is not like I even know you. Then in the flashback, we are shown that all those rumors against her were spread by nobody else, but Mrs. Park only. A girl who had printed all this in her news was thinking that I should tell everyone that Joo-hee is not that kind of girl, because I know that I only like producer Kim, and he only sees her as an employee, nothing more than that, and as for Woo Jin, there is no relationship between him and Joo-hee. I already found out all this before. But this madam says no, whatever had to happen already happened, so do not do anything more now. The poor girl gets worried that in this way that poor girl will be thrown out of the company because of the kind of rumors spreading against her, but she keeps stopping her again and again, saying that nothing like that will happen and all. Meanwhile, Joo-hee had heard all these things too. She does not feel good at all. So back to the present, she immediately throws Mrs. Park out of her own restaurant and says, neither will I come to your show nor the CEO. On the other hand, the assistant once again comes curiously and says, I just want to ask you one thing, that how did you give those glasses to Joo-hee? Then he tells him that remember in the past, I told you about one girl who was crying a lot. She is that same girl. Hearing this, he gets completely shocked. Anyway, he still used to talk often about one girl. Well, now she turned out to be my sister, so what could be better than this? Right now, he was still considering her as his sister only. After that, Joo-hee thinks of taking out her own tarot card, but it comes out very bad, and seeing all this, this she does not feel good at all. Meanwhile, Woo Bin was sitting in his room hearing everything because the wall of their rooms was the same and it was fake too. As soon as he gets to know about this, he becomes a little worried and says it is okay, do not worry. Now both of them had become very good friends, so they spend the whole night just talking. Then next day both of them wake up very fresh and even start doing hello hi to each other. She says, because of me you had to stay awake the whole night, right? He says it is okay, and both of them were looking very happy. She even says that I have never talked to anyone the way I talk with you. Meanwhile, assistant Ming had come to a cafe. As soon as one girl gives him a smile, he gets completely shocked. She even gives double coffee only to him and not to anyone else. Watching all this now, he becomes sure that this waitress must have started liking me. As she was going while carrying some stuff, suddenly she slips and falls, and then a handsome boy comes and helps her. Now she was telling him that I have a restaurant and you can bring your girlfriend there. He says, actually my girlfriend does not like eating fish in restaurants, but I will definitely try to bring my friends there. Just then the assistant had come to give him the good news about that girl, but after seeing this boy he gets surprised and says, I think I have seen you somewhere before, but I just cannot remember. Then that boy excuses himself and leaves from there. Meanwhile, he was telling him that today in the restaurant I met a girl. She is a very beautiful waitress, and I even feel that our destinies are connected. Anyway, as soon as he brings him to the restaurant, there was a huge crowd outside. He gets surprised and asks, are these customers? But the assistant says, no, I do not think so. In the next scene, both of them are shown in Woo Bin's company. He was asking them, what happened to you people? Then the assistant starts telling the whole story from the beginning, that how I was sitting in the restaurant and one waitress smiled at me and brought me coffee, and when I went to tell sister about this, then there I saw a handsome boy standing with her. Hearing this, Woo Bin gets jealous and says, wait, which boy, can you tell me? She says, yes, he was just a passerby. My things had fallen and he just helped me pick them up. Now he feels relieved and says, oh okay, now continue the story. Then he again starts that after that both of us reached the restaurant and there a crowd of reporters was gathered there, and they had surrounded my sister. Someone had published news that Woo Jin's girlfriend is actually Juhee, and they were just trying to confirm it. They were even asking, is it true that because of you only Woo Jin left his show, and many more things like that. Getting troubled by all those talks, I immediately brought her here because we had no other place to go. Now while they were sitting there, suddenly her friend sends her a picture and says, I am sure this will help you a little because your news was published by nobody else but Mrs. Park only. Seeing all this, she gets very angry. Then in the flashback, we are shown that really all this was done by nobody else but Mrs. Park only. Now she decides to take revenge on her and says, now I will not stay quiet. He says to her, can I come with you? In this way, if you get some motivation, then it will be good. But she refuses and says, thank you, but I will handle them myself. In the next scene, she is shown outside WS company because in the past too, because of the rumors spread by Mrs. Park, this poor girl had been thrown out from here. But today she was not going to stay quiet. Everyone there gets surprised after seeing her and says, wow, she is looking very pretty. She angrily reaches the meeting room where Mrs. Park was sitting, and as soon as she comes, she directly attacks her and says, how dare you do all that with me? After that, in the next scene, we are shown all three of them sitting in the same restaurant. Ming was looking very excited to hear, what exactly did you say to Mrs. Park that she became quiet? Then she starts telling him the whole story, that how after going to the office, I ruined her badly, and then I even said, what do you know, that we know everything about the dirty things you keep doing. Not only against me, you have spread rumors against everyone, and I even have evidence too. Mrs. Park says that this cannot happen. If you have any proof, then show me. Then she says, fine, then we will meet directly in court, and even after threatening and scaring her again, she leaves from there. Hearing all this, Woo Bin starts smiling, and even Ming says, wow, sister, you did amazing. Before he could do anything, Woo Bin kicks his foot from behind, and watching all this, she starts smiling. Meanwhile, he pretends as if he did nothing. Before leaving, Ming notices both of them holding hands. Seeing all this, both of them start feeling very awkward. After that, he asks her, are you ready to go for a walk with me? Why do not both of us go for a little walk together? She agrees to it too. Now as both of them were leaving from there, he tries to hold her hand, but he does not have the courage to do it. Then saying goodbye, he goes inside his house, and she starts blushing a lot that finally I got a chance to spend some time with Woo Bin. Next scene, when she comes to the restaurant, she sees that her ex-boyfriend Kwang Yi was standing right in front of her. He was saying, last time when we both met, I could not properly say hello and hi to you, so I thought why not meet you again. She looked very shocked. Like, how did he even get the courage to come here? He even brought her favorite food, but she very coldly returns it to him and says, go and eat this with your girlfriend now. Just then, Wooju's call comes, so he excuses himself and leaves. At that moment, we can clearly feel that Kwang Yi, after breaking up with Gaduri, is now regretting it, but now nothing can be done. Next scene, Ming is shown who has come here to meet Whiter, thinking, today for sure I will ask her for a date with me. Meanwhile, he meets a colleague who tells him, the girl you are looking for, she has already quit from here. He gets shocked and asks, how do you know about her? He tells, because we have already worked together, so I know everything about her. And do you know why she quit? Because she already got a job in our same company. But before hearing all this completely, Ming sadly leaves from there. Next scene, he comes to the rooftop and becomes very emotional, and he even starts shouting, how can this happen? Why does everyone leave me and go away? And this scene is seen by all the employees who had come to the rooftop to reduce their stress. Among them, the same girl Young is also there, who is watching him, and then starts smiling. He is always like this only. Next scene in the restaurant, Woo Bin is shown who has come just to eat food. Then he holds Gaduri's hand and says, let's have dinner together. But there was a lot of rush there, so he has to eat alone because he also has to look at other customers. Next scene, when he comes home, after gathering a lot of courage, he finally tells Gaduri to go on a date with him. She immediately says yes. Woo Bin becomes very happy hearing this, and in excitement he even reaches her house. There he confesses his love. I have been loving you for a long time. I just never had the courage. She also looks happy, and then both of them kiss each other. After that, a romantic scene is shown between them. Next day, she imagines, I will break this wall between us right now. But then she gets shy and thinks, what am I even thinking? In the office, she is shown blushing, and Ming notices it and thinks something must have happened at night. Otherwise, her face would not have this glow. Just then, Ming looks at a paper and thinks maybe the boss is going to renovate the office. He tries to ask, what is going on in your life? If you want, you can share with me. But he clearly refuses. This is very personal. Why would I tell you? Ming gets upset and leaves. He comes to the side and becomes emotional. One side, Young has left my life, and on the other side, boss is hiding everything from me. Then suddenly, in front of his eyes, he sees Young again, who has come here to work for the employees. He gets completely surprised. Young leaves them alone and goes away. She tries to explain something to him, but his heartbeat becomes very fast. Young can only say, your smile is very cute. I liked you since day one. Hearing this, he gets completely shocked. He runs to the rooftop again and starts shouting with happiness, am I dreaming or is this really true? Does Young really like me? Later in the office, Woo Bin is shown selecting dresses for going to the restaurant, but he notices that Ming is not paying attention to him at all. He gets confused, thinking what has happened to him, but he does not know that someone is secretly watching him closely. Next scene, he quickly changes his dress again, and then secretly tries to run away from there. But behind him, Ming follows him and reaches there. He says, what did you think? I would not understand anything? You took me very lightly. I already know that you are not talking about office renovation. In fact, you are going to renovate your own house. Then he adds, anyway, it's okay. I already found out. And teasing him, he goes inside the restaurant. Next scene, inside the restaurant, there is a big argument happening between them. One says, Juhee, you should sit next to me. And the other says, no, Juhee, you will sit next to me. Ming tells Juhee, I just want to try your special dish. Hearing this, Woo Bin also says, okay, I also want the same dish, bring it for me too. Then Ming starts teasing him again. Boss, do you even know what her special dish is? No? Let me tell you, she is also a fortune teller, and she reads tarot cards too and tells everyone's future. Meanwhile, watching all this cute argument, Juhee starts laughing. But still, Ming was not ready to give up. He sits next to her and asks, did some girl dump you again? Then he starts sharing his life story. Every girl who came into my life was a gold digger. In college also, one girlfriend was only after my money. Then another girl came. She also kept asking for money. And I, like an innocent fool, kept giving it to them. After some time, every girl would video call him and say, I was very sick. I am going for treatment with the money you gave me. I don't deserve you. You should marry a good girl. And he would become very emotional, thinking, wow, she was such a nice girl. Woo Bin kept trying to explain that all this is just drama, but he never believed it. And in reality, one of his ex-girlfriends even ran away with her new boyfriend after taking his money. Then he asks Juhee to read his tarot cards. She selects one and says, there will be money-related problems in your life again. Hearing this, he immediately says, no, That cannot happen. I know the new girl Young in my life is not after money. She will never ask me for money. Woo-bin gets irritated because Ming is still sitting there. The boss sends him a message. If you want a 10% salary increase next month, then leave right now. So he excuses himself and leaves, saying, I should also give you space in your personal life. Next day, she gets ready and comes to Woo-bin. He smiles after seeing her because she is dressed very specially for him and looking very pretty. Then both of them go to a restaurant. Next scene, Woo Jiu and her boyfriend Kwang are shown again. They came to meet her, but she is not there because she has already gone on a date with Woo Bin. Kwang says, it's okay, she is not here, let's go. But Woo Jiu refuses. Very soon we are going to get married. I just want to meet her once and tell her. And tell me one thing, have you been avoiding me since morning? Did you already meet her before me? He says, nothing like that, and I don't want any fight right now. Let's just leave quietly. Otherwise, he might see us fighting. Next scene, both of them are on a date. They look very happy, and Woo Bin's smile is very cute. They spend quality time together. Joo-hee is also very happy because for the first time in her life, she is getting so much happiness. She comes home smiling. On the other hand, Ming is busy at the office. But seeing all this, he feels bad and thinks, what is happening? Everyone is hiding things from me. Then suddenly he receives a message from Young. Can you come to the rooftop to meet me? He immediately gets ready and reaches there, thinking, today I will finally invite her on a date. But there she says something that breaks his heart. She says something about money, and he thinks, so this girl is also after money. His whole world feels broken. He becomes very upset and leaves. Later, he comes to Joo-hee's restaurant, looking confused. Even the CEO asks him, if something is wrong, you can share with us. But he leaves without saying anything. Then Joo-hee asks him to read tarot cards. As she starts reading, the CEO tells him, you should not do this. You look very pretty right now. People might misunderstand your love life. Next scene, she says, people don't come here to know about tarot. They come here just to see your beauty. Hearing this, she starts laughing. Woo Bin's life is now shining and full of happiness. Next scene, as she tells him everything, he smiles and comes closer to her and then kisses her. After that, when she goes out for shopping, he also goes with her. People around them keep praising this couple a lot. Next scene, in the office, he is sitting and secretly looking at his assistant. He feels surprised and asks, what happened to you? You can share with me. But the assistant says, CEO sir, earlier you never asked anything about me, so it's better if you stay like before. Please don't discuss anything with me. And then he just becomes quiet. Next scene, he goes to the rooftop again to reduce his stress. But this time, the CEO also comes there, and Young is also with him. She is apologizing. I should not have suddenly come to you that day and asked for money. He is confused and does not understand what is happening. Then the CEO explains, actually, there was a mistake. The check you received that day was not yours. It was the boss's check. It came to you by mistake, and Young only came to ask about that money. She again says sorry. He replies, it's okay. Next scene. They go to a restaurant. She starts crying. He gently puts glasses on her and finally confesses his love. Will you go on a date with me? Hearing this, she becomes very happy and says yes. And in this way, both of them become a sweet couple. Next scene, Joo-hee makes an official announcement that whoever has any problem can message her, and she will try to solve it. She even increases her fortune-telling work more. On the other hand, the assistant goes to his boss and says, this weekend I will be busy, because I am going on a date. The boss says, it's okay, if you need leave you can take it. Then he directly goes to Joo-hee's restaurant and helps her in work. Next scene, when they come outside, they see a person, and it turns out to be Joo-hee's ex-boyfriend Kwang Yi. He has come to apologize. He says, I have thought a lot, and I should have said sorry to you. I lied and broke up with you. I didn't know I would regret it so much later. I cannot bear it anymore, so I came to say sorry. Just then, Woo Jiu also arrives and says, how can you come here without telling me? And anyway, I told you to break up with her, right? So you don't need to apologize. Even I was thinking I should come one day and say sorry. I really did not treat Joo-hee well at that time. She becomes very emotional. When Kwang tries to hug them, Woo Jiu stops him at first, but then he also hugs him and starts crying. Now all their problems are finally solved. Next scene, Joo-hee and Woo Bin are shown very happy. They are living a peaceful and happy life. They have decided to remove the wall between them. And with this, the drama finally ends with a happy ending.